Good morning, everybody. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. Even though it may not be morning where you are, if you've come across this reading, then there may be messages in this reading for you. Now, as I was placing my crystals at the top here, I felt very strongly towards this little arrangement. I felt I needed both of my citrine, which is the success stone, and I felt very strong to put my heart selenite right in the middle of them. And then I was putting the other crystals and my moldavite. Um, I felt like I wanted to put right there in the middle. And moldavite is the transformation stone. So I do feel like this is a love reading. Sorry about that. My incense was flaming, so I had to blow it out real quick. But, anyways, I feel like this is going to be a love reading from just the arrangement and energy I was feeling right there. Twos definitely feel significant. I felt like I needed two of these stones. These are different stones, though, but they both have a very blue color. And I'm noticing the light shining on this labradorite here. I'm not sure what this stone is, to be honest. Maybe if you have an idea, you can let me know. It's so beautiful, though, and I'm very drawn to the blue colors in it. But what I'm feeling is that there are two very high level soulmates right now, that are working on themselves, and their love is going through a transformation right now. That's like literally the literal interpretation I can get from that. So we're going to get into this reading a little bit more to see what other messages are going to come out. Usually when I feel love, I feel drawn to get my love and romance deck, but for this one, it feels like I'm telling whoever's tuning in right now, this feels like insight into where both of you are at this time. So I'm just going to say this feels like a twin flame reading. It feels like I'm tuning into what you are up to and what your twin flame counterpart is up to. Woo! Well, those just came on out, so we're going to take a look at them. We've got the Five of Swords here. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, which is a very, very positive love card. Okay, so at this time, it feels like you could be going through a time of figuring out. Hold on, let me look at this energy. I feel like let me keep going. So I'm being drawn to the zodiac sign that goes with these cards. Like this is Aquarius card. This is a Taurus card. And with water, this feels Piscean. So Aquarius, being, very much in their head about things, lots of air energy. This feels like sabotage a little bit. It feels like you're going through things right now that if that's what it, okay, so I'm trying to work through the energy here. It feels like when you are talking with someone and you something's coming out of your mouth and it's like your heart and brain are going, no, no, that's not actually how you feel. This is an old pattern. Shut up, stop talking. But yet you continue to say it. You continue to vomit out the words that you would have like an old pattern. That's what this feels like, is that you're still repeating old patterns or saying things that you would have said in the past. But it's like it doesn't resonate with you anymore to act like that, but you don't know another way, right? So this is like new territory. Okay, so I can't show it exactly, but the smoke from my incense and the smoke from my sage are doing this like kind of like this yin yang almost. It's hard to explain, like this smoke's going that way and the smoke from the incense is coming this way, and that's very indicative of twin flame energy. So that kind of confirms for me that this is definitely a twin flame reading. So I'm very curious for you guys what's going on with your twin flame. And this could be you or your twin flame that's going through this. It feels like, I'm not sure yet. We'll get into it though. So I definitely keep having to clear my throat. It feels like someone is definitely holding back on saying something to you. Or this could be you holding back saying something to someone. But with the Six of Pentacles coming out, it feels like you're coming into a better balance of giving your energy versus um hold on, like a give and take of your, it feels like you are starting to realize that your energy is valuable and you're being picky about where to spend your energy, which is exactly what you should be doing. And this is you increasing your self-love and realizing your self-worth. And that's why there's the moldavite on the heartstone here. It's like you are transforming how you interact with people, because now with your self-love increase, you start to realize what you're willing to put up with, and what you realize your energy doesn't need to be used for. I'm just seeing you setting boundaries for yourself and starting to tell people no, or that you're not interested, or that you just don't have the energy for that. You're starting to protect your energy. Oh, this is lovely. I'm so proud of you. I do feel like you may have, you or your person might have just come out of a really tough relationship. Ooh. And sorry, the magician came out, but we'll get to that in a second. A really tough relationship, and you're coming back into balance with yourself here. You're coming back into balance and you're setting boundaries. But I do sense this I don't want to say anxiety, but like you've gotten to a point now to where if you were to be tested, let's say, by your old um by your old patterns, you're not sure if you're strong enough yet to resist temptations, right? So spirit, let's confirm that. How, what are they strong enough? Well, the magician comes out, it's kind of like a yes. This is you taking action on bringing forward what you truly desire in a soulmate, in a twin flame, in a partner. This is you realizing your power to be able to bring them in by working on yourself, by coming into your own, by increasing your self-love. You are getting closer and closer to this twin flame reunion. That's interesting. I said reunion instead of union. So it makes me wonder if y'all are already in each other's lives, or you've met before and might be in twin flame separation. So I felt like I wanted to put that card under the heart. This magician's definitely something to that I need to look at some more. Yeah, you've got two cards right next to each other that really give me the energy of this is like life heading in the direction you've wanted it to go in for a long time now. And that's one of freedom. Like the power to control your life and the energy. I mean, the magician right here is so powerful in bringing about, yeah, it's like keep working on your self-love. That is almost, and then keep staying positive and why does this feel so choppy? Okay. I do see that one of you, either you or your partner, are beginning an opportunity that brings in abundance for them. I feel like this could be you that I'm talking to, the viewer here. But I definitely feel masculine and feminine energies in this reading. So I feel like it's possible that you and then your twin flame could also be seeing this reading. I feel a definite like connection, like two people connecting through maybe this reading, if that makes sense. It's not that I'm saying this reading will connect you, but that it's almost like you seeing this activates something. I don't know. The energy in this reading feels activating. Wow, we've got the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, this is definitely a mental breakthrough. This is like you realizing some higher truth that about this twin flame relationship, about yourself. You have a breakthrough about something that's kept you stuck for a long time. That's what all this energy is. In fact, I feel like these three belong together. This is you creating the life you've always desired. I wish I could express the enthusiasm for how exciting this is without screaming into the microphone, you guys. Like, this is incredible energy of unlimited possibilities. But of course, we've got some negative thinking and self sabotage coming in here. Spirit is wanting me to say to you, reflect on your actions towards others and reflect on if something is a sabotaging behavior or not. For example, let's say you have a meeting with a new client in whatever field you're in, right? And the day of the meeting comes and you can tell this is an important client, but your stomach starts hurting. So a lot of people would be like, oh, I'll take this as a sign that this meeting is supposed to happen. And you've got anxiety and you're like, oh, I'm scared about this meeting, blah, blah, blah. And so you try to convince yourself that your stomach hurting is a sign that you shouldn't be going to the meeting, when really that is just your body reacting to the anxiety that you're feeling about the meeting. And if you would just drink some water and continue forward, your stomach would stop hurting. But our self sabotage tendencies tell us that, oh, that's a block and we shouldn't. No. Now, sometimes, yes, but this is not that energy. This is the energy of you using an excuse to not do something. And it's so obvious, too, when someone's using an excuse because they don't say it with fervor. They don't say it with absolute clarity. They're like, oh, my stomach was hurting. I just didn't think I could do it. So there's a lot that goes into self-sabotaging. It can feel like a legit excuse sometimes, but that's what separates the people who are successful from those that aren't. Is this right here, is approaching a situation that you feel fear of and doing it anyways. Okay? King of Wands. So let's get clarity on if this is someone in this twin flame relationship, if this is their energy. I'm getting a yes. So this could be, it is a masculine card, but this doesn't have to be the male or a male. But I am sensing that this is one of you guys' energy. King of Wands, very, gosh. Sorry, I'm just basking in that energy. It's so nice to be in the presence of someone who's confident, who's not insecure, and you're not worried about their every move, and they're not awkward, you know? They're just confident. So when you're in their presence, you don't feel awkward. You just feel at peace. You feel okay just being around them. In fact, that's where you feel most comfortable, is being around your person. This is someone who knows they've gone after what they wanted. They chose to not self-sabotage. They chose to keep going after what they want despite the all the things stacked up against it, which is what happens when you're elevating. Things start stacking up against you because it's I don't want to say it's a test of the universe, because that's what it feels like, but that's not what it is. It's legit. Like, are you serious about this? Is this really what you want to do? Okay, well, the universe is going to send you what you want, and this is the universe sending you what you want, and it's up to you to recognize it and and feel worthy of it. Yes, and to go after it with the Chariot coming out here. Yes, and to go forward with this energy. Oh yeah, see? The Lovers. There it is. This is definitely twin flame high level. So I do see this person coming in and almost like shaking things up for you, because it's like, oh my, where have you, what, who, what? Where have you been all my life? That kind of reminds me of, this is like a core memory I have. Me and my sister were doing a little acting scene in front of my parents, and oh god, kids are so weird, right? And so she comes up to me and she's like, "Where have you been all my life?" And this was improv, right? And so I just go, "Carowinds." And everybody starts laughing. And it was the most random thing to say. And it was so funny in the moment, but when we tried to recreate it, it wasn't nearly as funny the next time, right? Like, not even close. So that's interesting. Why did that come up, Spirit? It's almost like if you don't recognize the energy of this person the first time, it's almost like there's a window of it being really good and raw energy versus versus being too scared to accept it, and then when you try to go back around to it, it won't be the same. So it feels like there's a right time and place, 1844 on the clock, a right time and place for this meeting to happen. And if you choose to ignore it or justify it away or make an excuse for it, then it's almost like there's a missed opportunity there, that it might not have the same energy the next time around. Ooh, yeah. Man. But let me tell you, this is the end of you. Like, look at, yeah, look at these swords, you guys. It's like, this is you choosing to be ignorant. This is you choosing to be scared and stay scared. It doesn't look good, right? And that's what this leads to. You've got several major arcana cards here: the Magician, the Chariot, the Lovers. Like, there's such movement energy here. There's such energy of moving towards everything you've wanted, but it is going to require you to be outside of your norm. There's like a moment, a decision that you can choose. I feel this moment that you can choose to say, you know what? I've lived my whole life a certain way, and I'm tired of living that way. I want to experience love. I want to experience high level love. I am welcoming love into my life. I am welcoming my twin flame. You've got to actually say that you want these things to the universe. The universe wants to hear it from you. I want to be in this divine relationship. My twin flame and I have a purpose, and we are going to fulfill it together. And that changes the energy. Instead of being like, oh, well, I'm just going to ruin the relationship with all my baggage. I'm not worthy of someone like that. Yeah, because when you step into this presence of your twin flame, and they have all this confidence because they've done the healing, they've done the work, they've come really far. And then you're sitting back here being all insecure and not feeling worthy of their love. Yeah, it's going to ruin it. It's going to ruin it. I'm sorry. But you can't go into a high level relationship. And by high level, I mean like high frequency level, high vibing, high energy, elevated. You can't go into it feeling insecure. You can't go into it thinking you're not worthy. You can't go into it needing validation. You can't go into it wondering if they will accept you or not. This is you. Okay, now I'm feeling that this is you showing up as confident, as a leader, as someone who is mature and focused on fulfilling their life purpose. So that is definitely the energy of this twin flame relationship that I'm feeling, you guys. Is you are both working on, and that's the success stone coming in here. You're both working on becoming this King of Wands, this leader, being courageous, being confident, going after your vision, an entrepreneur, realizing an issue and then going after it to solve it because you see the solution. I definitely feel some people here who might be involved in like nonprofits, um, or like they, you have a big idea for how something can be, and it feels almost too big right now. But as you come into this energy, that will, if you're really serious about making a difference in life and you feel pulled towards that, this is the energy you have to stand in. People are going to think you're crazy, and they're going to be like, whoa, where did this come from? Where'd you come from? I just see you approaching like an organization with your idea and them being like, whoa, where'd you come from? Why didn't I think of that? Like, I feel like you have this idea that is so significant to making a big difference in the world, and it may not feel that way with your idea. You're like, it's just an idea, anybody could come up with this, but you did. You came up with it. And if you don't feel like that's an idea that you have right now, I feel like that is something you're going to have in the future, in the very near future, as you increase your self-love and you continue to heal and you realize the magician energy. You realize that you have the power to create. You have the power to create. This magician feels like someone in your life that might be coming in. It feels representative of, oh, I'm getting a guide. Okay, so there is a guide in your life, a spirit guide who is going to help you. This is like, it's almost like they're going to implant the idea into your head that I was talking about. Now, this may not be for everybody, but I definitely feel it for a big collective that Spirit is working with you with this idea. Yeah, see the Page of Pentacles? This is like coming up with an actual legit plan that can go into effect. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. This will all happen naturally as you continue to show up, as you continue to say, I want to be better. As you, yes, life is difficult, hard times will come, it'll be frustrating, there's going to be days where you're confused. Yesterday I had a pretty tough mental day. Today feels totally different. Every day is a new energy. You can choose what energy that you want to step into that day. For the past 3 days, I've gotten up earlier than I usually do, because that feels right to me. And I've been able to get into my office very quickly in the morning and get some stuff done. And it feels great. And so I'm going to keep going with that energy because that feels right. So every day you just show up in the energy that feels right. You know when the energy isn't right because it feels bad. It feels bad. When the energy is right, it feels good. It feels productive. It feels smooth. Okay? Someone needed to hear that, I guess. All right, I'm going to get out my love and romance cards here. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. And then we're going to end on those 26, 44. So I keep seeing 44. That could be a synchronicity for you if you've been seeing 44. But 44 is about building those solid foundations in order to bring in the things that you desire. So it's a reminder that for you to bring in this high level love, you have to be confident. You have to have self-love. It's almost like you have to be so confident that you're not even looking for this love anymore. Like you're so in love with yourself that that's the only way this will come in. That you're so in love with yourself that you don't even need. In fact, you're like, okay, so what? I don't care if my twin flames out there. Yeah, it'd be cool to meet them, but if I don't, it's okay. I love myself. I love my life. Surprise! Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. That is that is something Spirit is wanting me to tell you guys. Being open. And to be open means you literally are like, this is how I try to be open during the day. Spirit, I am open to receiving abundance. I am open to receiving insight and guidance from you. I am open to receiving love. I am open to receiving my twin flame. Insert whatever feels right to you. Romance is on the horizon. Be open to them. There it is again. Anticipation. Embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It is coming. I mean, I don't know how else Spirit could confirm what I've been saying. So your job at this time is to continue showing up for yourself, to continue doing what you feel is where your heart is pulling you, to continue being open to new opportunities, to meeting new people. These are all things coming from Spirit, not myself. I'm just waiting on the information to come in. I'm hearing for some of you that there will be like an opportunity knocking and it may feel too good to be true, but it's not. It's actually a very good opportunity. So that might be for someone. I'm hearing C names. I heard Carrie, Caroline, Carl. I hear my name. Um, it's like Caroline, but it's like Carolina, Callie. Okay, interesting. I don't get names a whole lot, so that was pretty cool. I just heard James. Yeah. All right, guys, that is it for this reading. I hope it gave you some insight, and honestly, I hope it gave you some like rejuvenation, because I definitely felt like maybe you're losing your fervor for thinking that you'll get to experience a love like this in your life, and the answer is yes. And I feel like some of you might already be in a relationship, and so you're like sitting there questioning, like, wait, is it do I feel these things for my current partner? And the answer is probably no, honestly, because twin flame relationships are very rare indeed. Because you have to elevate so high and get to a point of such self love that to be able to be in a successful relationship with your twin flame, it's not an easy feat. So it's only people who are willing to be open and communicate and step away from their baggage and trauma and past things to accept this high level love into their life. So if you are currently with someone and you love them very, very, very much, and you might even be married to them, just know that they may not be your twin flame, but that does not mean that that is not a relationship for you. Okay. So I understand that can be a little confusing when you're like, well, I want to be with my twin flame, but I also very much love the person that I'm with right now. I very much want to continue with this relationship. That's okay. That's okay. I promise you. And you may spend the rest of your life with that person, and that's good. But if you do want to experience your twin flame, there is probably going to, at some point, there probably will be an ending to that relationship. Um, and that's okay, because they can, if y'all are not each other's twin flames, then they will go off and find someone that's better suited for them, you know? It's not just that you're abandoning them, it's that they will find someone better suited for them. Someone who they may find their twin flame. But if you're on a twin flame journey, it's one of elevation, it's one of growing and healing, it's one of realizing that you are a soul living and navigating the life on earth in a human body. You're an unlimited soul that's in a body that feels limiting. So, and we live on earth where we tend to let all of earth's things get to us, the way we grew up, society, social norms, blah, blah, blah. Public education can do a lot of things to us. So it's really unlearning all of that and learning who you really are. And in the process of doing so, you are coming into this twin flame energy. So I'm just sending you all the best. 33:33 on the clock right now. Much love and light to you guys.